I've made you a co-host, Bhairav. Y'all can hear me clearly, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Bhairav. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, Shaban, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming in, Bhairav. I know your schedule is so tight and you've given time to my Mandelas. They are my brilliant, innovators and inventive ideas they come up with. And I thought, who better than you who would be just listening to the ideas they come up? It's a business studies assessment, Bhairav, and I would like to introduce you to the class. Bhairav Parekh, he is an entrepreneur who started his advertising career 23 years ago with JWT, a famous advertising company. Okay. In 23 years, he has worked as a production head in several renowned agencies like HTA, VGC, Ignite. 10 years back, he started his own company and it's known as Purple Spinach Communication. Now, his work includes creating advertising, content, short films, and documentaries as well. In fact, his documentary won an award also for the national award. And he's got clients like Lux, Z Education, ICCI, Aditya Bank, Birla, and so on and so forth. Okay. He has a passion for movies, music, gardening, and bikes. So very rightly said that you can take a Gujarati out of the land, but you cannot take the love of soil out of a Gujarati, right, Tara? Because you love gardening. Right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, well, and one thing I need to add on to more, he started his career as a teacher. Okay, he was a teacher for graphic designing, and then he moved on. Like this is his career, the way he escalated and he went ahead. So, please, all of you, welcome Pero Parekh, a very good friend of mine. Thank you, Pero, so much.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, Bhairav, the floor is
Yeah.
yours. You could just say something if you like, and then we can start with the assessment, please.
Yes. So, Shabana has told me that you all have come up with business ideas, which you all want to go ahead with. I'm very impressed. At this age, also, you all have business ideas. I wish I could have got the same at the same age that you all are right now. I started pretty late, but let's see what you all have. Then I'll tell you all what to do and how to go ahead with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. On a side note, Amina, remember I had promised you I'll take you to a friend's office, right? Who's into advertising? It's him, all right? Because Amina loves photography and also Vera one day she's gonna definitely come and you're gonna teach her everything about video
Yes.
editing and movie making.
Definitely, definitely. I'll take her to the shoot.
Oh, fantastic,
I'll take her to
Amina,
the shoot.
right? Okay. All right then. Whom do we start with? Amina, do you want to go ahead yourself?
Yes.
Yes, please go on.
Yes. Come on, Amina, tell me.
Hi, my name is Amina Aga and I am 11 years old and this is what I wanted to have like my business idea for. So
First, Amina, tell me what's your passion?
I like to do art and also I like to do photography.
Okay. Good. 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 Tell me now.
So I would like to start an online course on photography. It's called Lenses Vision.
Okay.
Since it's very interesting, and I'm pretty sure that kids like me will love it.
Okay.
Since it is online, I won't have to spend much for the area. So first off, I will start by making a website where the course will be put up. I will be using rupees 2000 to buy a domain for my website and another rupees 2000 to publish it.
Okay.
So up till now, from rupees 25,000, I have used rupees 4,000.
Yes.
So now I have rupees 15,000 pending, which I will use to buy all the equipment like cameras, lights, and etc. And once my website will be published, to start the course, you will have to pay rupees 500, and with earning money from that, I can improve my website and also my equipment. So these are some things that I would do to start my business in social apprenticeship.
Okay. Okay, Amina. Amina, now let's get into the details of your business, right? Very first thing is, you said you will be teaching photography.
Yes.
Yes. So for that, you will need to know photography.
Yes.
Because you're the teacher. People will look up to you. Okay. So have you taken necessary training for it? First thing is that.
I already had taken one course on it.
Very good. Very good, very good. So the teacher is set. The teacher knows her job very well, right? Okay. Now what will happen is, Amina, what's the name of your company?
Lenses Vision.
Lenses Vision. Okay. Okay. So that's a nice name. Now, once you start your website, with the domain name and the products that you put over there, or the details of the course you'll be putting it over there, right? Yeah. What all things you'll be putting on the website other than that?
I will be putting videos where they can watch it and they can understand how they should, in the first thing they will learn how they have to use the camera, and second thing they will know how to get clear shots and how to take the angles of it.
Okay. So in those videos, will you be explaining them how to do it, or are those YouTube videos?
I will be.
You will be explaining them. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So very first thing, see, Amina, we take a business scenario. You've done your website. You've hosted your website. You are ready with your content. How will people know you have started business, something like this? For that, do you have a plan?
I can try to make promotions, and with that it can come in advertisements. So
how will you do these promotions?
I will take for example, some companies who also do a photography. I will ask them that how they have made promotions, and with that, whatever company who does advertisements for photography, I will suggest them our company, and with that they can give advertisements also.
Okay, okay. Just wanted to understand from you, what kind of clients or students are you looking for? Are you looking from your local area, or are you looking worldwide?
Start with local area, and if it increases, then I would go for the worldwide.
Okay. So one thing is, what you can do is you can share it. You can spread this. You started a company with word of mouth. You will tell your daddy. Daddy will tell his friends. He will put it on his WhatsApp group and everything, right? Right. So this is the first step that you will be taking, right, for the promotion of your company. So see, this won't be enough for you. You will have to do more promotions. Okay. Now, as I've seen, you are still left with 15 to 20,000 rupees. Right? You're left with 15 to 20,000 rupees. So I would suggest you spend some part of this in doing some SEO. Okay, that is called search engine optimization. That is for your website. That is for your website. So you should do SEO. So what happens is what is an SEO? You all must have noticed, whenever you are searching for a certain topic on Google, okay, the next site you go, you will see that you are getting ads of the same field. Have you noticed that anytime?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that is called SEO. That is called search engine optimization. Okay, and that is called advertising, and that is if your SEO is good, and if you're going to pay Google to put your ad in that category, so people in your area, you have to define that area. People in your area, say we'll say Mumbai, whole of Mumbai. Okay, people in whole of Mumbai who are looking for photography courses. Okay, whenever they go to Google or any of the sites, your company's ad will come over there. Your company's ad will come over there. Okay, huh? So you will have to do an SEO for your website. You will have to do that. So I suggest you do one thing. You spend some money on SEO, and that will bring you your students. So that is the first step. That is the first step that you should do whenever you start your this website. But still you have some money left. So for that you will have to, for example, the place from where you are planning to start this.
It's going to be online. So
No, I understand it will be online, but doing it online, you still need a place, say a corner of your house where you will be sitting, right? And you will be giving a training.
I will do it in my room.
You will be doing it in your room. So I suggest you spend some money doing it, putting it for some technical equipment. For example, you will need lights. Yes, you will need lights. Whenever you shoot something, you will need lights. So you being a photographer, you know better than me how lights work, right? So you should invest some money in some equipment for, say, for example, lights. You should have a plain background for that. So you should spend some kind of a money in that. Yes, so that's a very good idea. It's a very good idea, and definitely, if you do these 2-3 things, students will come to you.
Okay, so Amina, there were your expert tips which you got, right? And I can see the smile on the face. Her mind has started working already. Like, it's in gear and she's already planning what she wants to go in for next. So thank you so much. Is Dawood Bhai in? Dawood Bhai?
Right, I'm here. I'm listening to the ideas.
Hi, Dawood Bhai.
Hi, Bhairav sir. How are you?
Good.
Right. So I guess you all both have heard so much about each other that I don't need to introduce you all, right? Okay.
No, it's a pleasure to listen to you. And I think we should just make the royalty that the kids will make. You should come to us, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
That's the hidden agenda of the business model.
We should make money as well, right?
Okay. So can we move ahead? Who wants to go next? Yes? Who would like to go next? Yes, Farhana, do you want to go next?
Yes.
Safiya?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll go.
And
Hi, Farhana.
Banana ma'am, can
Hello.
you ask everyone to rename the company? So I would like to know what companies. I can see Crazy Banana. And can they rename their names as companies? I know Bhairav sir will have a difficulty finding them, but that will be wonderful.
Yeah. That's good.
Let me try doing with mine.
No, you can't copy mine. I've already renamed myself as Golden Sparrow. You can go for Sky Education.
We can have co-founders, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just rename your name to the name of your company, everybody, please. Whatever name your company name would be.
Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment.
Yes. Come on, everybody. Let's do it. Let me put myself Sky Education, but I'll put myself.
Oh, I like that. Turkish pride. Everyone would be so proud, Safiya.
Yeah. I think what you should do now, guys, is just write your name also, because Bhairav sir does not know you. So write Daily Food House and write Ahmed after that.
Yes.
That'll be nice. Oh, sir's back. Muazzam Mudabbir, what's your company name? Larry Page and Sergey Brin?
Okay, Farhana, if you're taking time, should I move on to somebody else?
No.
Or you want to start? Let me know.
Who's ready? Who's ready?
Yeah, whoever is ready, come on.
Come on.
Safiya, Turkish Pride.
I'm
Ahmed.
ready. I can I do it now or later?
Yeah, okay, go on. If you're ready, just do it. You haven't renamed yourself though. Okay, go on.
So because in Mumbai, the houses are all cramped up and you don't have place to keep stuff. So what I thought of is because I like reading and I like painting. So what I thought of doing is you paint on these old book pages,
Okay.
and I could do this. I could take books from people and I could sell them, and oh, one.
Wow.
So this is what I can do, like on these pages that I take. So these books, and I can do this, and this can be used in malls for decorating malls. It can be used, and in coffee shops where you can see these paintings and these small food joints. Like they put these little paintings, so there we can put this. And I would be starting this from home, so I actually don't need a place. If, but if my mother asked me for rent, so I would need. And for advertising, I think uh, for advertising, I guess purple spinach can help me with that, and that is it.
No, but Farhana, why won't you need space for this? In fact, you will need more space. You will need more space. There will be so many people who will be giving you books, right? You will have to store those paintings. Now, paintings are such things you have to take care while storing it. So you will need space, and you won't be doing one or two paintings, aren't you?
Yes.
How many paintings are you going to do? To start with, at least you will do 100 so that people can come and select from those.
Yes.
Yeah. So first thing is you will need space. So some part of the out of the 25,000, you should spend for the space, right?
Yes.
Yes. So after that, how do you plan to market it? Again, we come to the same question. How do you plan to market it? Your target segment is a little bit different. You are not targeting normal people. You are going to target malls. You are going to target the restaurant owners.
No, for this, like normal people, you can also put like for decorating your walls, like a painting. So you can use this. The normal people can also take it. Like they can buy this also.
Okay. Can I give you one idea?
Yes.
You should do an exhibition of your paintings. You should call some people and who are into paintings, okay, who love paintings, who love art. You should call them, and you should do an exhibition for them, and you should show your work to them. They will go. In fact, they will go and talk to many people in their circle, and then that way your company's product will be sold. You should do that. Farhana, but what's the name of a company?
It's Farhana's book art.
Farhana's book art. Good, very nice. Good. So you should spend some money on a place, because see, where will you paint it? You tell me one thing. Very first thing, where will you do all the paintings?
Like I thought I'll do it at home because like in.
Okay, once you do it from home, that is nice. That is nice. You'll do it at over. Where will you store those 100 paintings? You will need at least 100 paintings, right? At least to start with, you will need that much. You should give choice to people, right, who are going to buy your paintings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will need some place, very small space, not a big space, but very small space where you can store it. And it should be a safe place. For example, no water should leak because you will be doing your paintings. If water falls on your painting, then it's of no use. Huh? So you should do that. But a very nice idea, a very unique idea you got, Farhana. Very unique idea, which is a very good thing. And people would love to buy such paintings. I would love to buy one.
I think there's your first client, Farhana. I'm definitely charging you rent for it. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say Farhana knows her mom so well. The first thing she accounted for is that I have to pay my mom.
Yes.
Yeah, so Gujarati at heart, and she knows the business side also well, that she is asking Purple Spinach to do advertising.
Farhana, you have got better people who won't charge you rent, you know. Come over. I only charge 10% from the royalty you sell.
Okay, now thank you for that, Farhana. Who would like to go next? Yes? Right, Safiya, Sakleen, Munib, Ahmad, Daily Food House, Lumi, all your passion.
Come on, guys, quick.
Yeah, we just have half an hour more to go. Come on, guys. Okay, we go with Daily Food House. Ahmad.
Come on, Ahmad.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmad.
Yes.
So I've come up with this idea where I created an online restaurant, okay, which only sells one dish every day.
Okay.
I've even made a logo. Let me share it.
Okay. Wow.
Lovely.
Wow, 7 days, 7 dishes.
7 days, 7 dishes.
So in 7 days, you get 7 dishes.
Wow.
Like one day we'll have pasta, one day we'll have pizza.
Okay.
And we'll have like, so it will be online, so we don't have to pay for like a storefront or a restaurant as such.
Okay.
We just need a little kitchen.
Not a little kitchen, you'll need a bigger kitchen, a big kitchen, because you'll get so many orders, so you'll need a big kitchen.
Yeah, we'll need a kitchen, and we'll need somebody to cook the food.
Okay. So
and the license, and we have to pay Zomato to sell it.
Okay. So Emma, tell me one thing. This is the concept that you are saying. It is called cloud kitchen. In technical terms, it's called a cloud kitchen, right? So you don't have a restaurant as such, but you have a kitchen where you sell this on your website, through your website. It's a very, very good idea. It's a very nice idea. You just make one dish per day. So there is no wastage. There is no wastage in it. It's a very nice thing. But how do you plan to, again, like market this? You'll put it on Zomato, right?
Yeah, we'll put it on Zomato.
You'll put it on Zomato. But how will people know what you're preparing is something very different? It is tasty. The pizza which is there, it is tastier than the Domino's pizza. How will people know?
We can.
I'll give you an idea. I'll give you an idea what you should do. I'll give you an idea what you should do. You should give free samples. You should do free samples. You should do free sampling. You should do free sampling. You can talk to Zomato and you can tell them, okay, I would like to give away 100 pizzas today as free samples. So Zomato will send your 100 samples in and around your area, saying that this pizza is free from the Daily Food House, okay, and this is the pizza that has been made by them. So once the person has that pizza, he likes your pizza, then he will every time call for your food. So this is one kind of a marketing that you can do. Zomato will do their marketing, or you will pay them and they will do their marketing. That's a different story altogether. But this is what you should think about it. You should do free sampling. This is called free sampling about your dishes.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, and another thing, once the order starts coming to you, okay, and during your say 7-day course, you will plan to introduce some new dish, you should also give away those new dish samples to the person who's ordering. So the next time the person eats that, he should ask you, what was that dish that you sent me? I want that. So this is how you will promote your new dishes also. Right, Ahmed? Got it? Any questions? Anybody has any questions?
I think,
why don't the boys ask the question?
Yeah, ask me questions.
Mandela, no questions for Ahmed?
Ahmed, I'm waiting for the sample.
Yeah, when are you sending the sample?
I'm waiting for it, you know. 7 days,
I don't know.
7 dishes. I don't know.
No, so you should keep a timeline, Ahmed. You should keep a timeline for everything. See, whenever
I have a question.
Whenever you do business, time is very important. Time is very important. You should keep a timeline for yourself. From this time to this time, from this year to this year, I'm going to start my business. And you have to work towards it. If you don't work towards it, nothing is going to happen. You have to set a goal for yourself.
Sakleen, what's your question?
How many kind of dishes will be available?
Yes, Ahmed. Answer.
So, Ahmed, unmute and answer.
Ahmed, unmute yourself, please.
We'll have 7 dishes, like 7 days, 7 dishes.
But you will have to have Ahmed. 7 dishes for 1 week. You can have this for 3 weeks. After that, people will get bored.
Okay, where's the...
After 3 weeks, you will have to get new dishes. Right?
Then we can come up with new dishes.
Yeah, so you should have that plan. You should have that plan. If for the first 3 weeks, I'm going to put these seven dishes. After these 3 weeks get over, I have this dishes. So you should have that plan ready. You should keep that plan ready, and then get into it. Right?
Okay, fantastic. So, Ahmed, just get all your contacts in line and get that 7 dishes ready. Yeah, we all would be waiting for it. Moving ahead, yes. Who would like to go? Yes, Safiya, Turkish Pride.
Yes, Turkish Pride. Tell me.
Pep is a fan of
Ma'am, I have to share something.
Yeah,
Yes.
please go ahead.
This. Yeah, after the popularity of the series, Jilis Atarul, and I will sell Turkish hats, which is called as fez, and I'll divide my money into 3 parts. First thing I'll do, which is I will buy a synthetic leather, which is gold number 15, SDG gold, and cloth. And then second thing, I will pay the seller and tailor and stitch the flag, Kai flag, and the hats. And the third thing which I'm gonna do is gonna sell it in Amazon. And each hat will be at 500 rupees, and 20% will go in charity.
Oh, wow, very good. Very good. Very good. Very good, Safiya. Good. Very good.
Fantastic, Safiya. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Okay, Safiya, now I have a few questions. This raw material that you will procure, right? Who's going to make these hats?
The tailor.
The tailor. So you'll have to hire one tailor.
Yes, I'll pay the tailors. I have a tailor next to my house.
Okay. So how do you plan to pay him? Do you plan to pay him a lump sum amount or
Aadhaar
for
card.
every...
Aadhaar card.
No. That is true. That is true. But what kind of money are you going to give him? Are you going to give him a salary for the month, or are you going to pay him for, say, if you make 10 pieces of these hats?
Salary for a month.
Salary for a month. But say what happens if he doesn't have work? For example, in the first month, you made 100 hats. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a scenario. In first month, you made 100 hats. Okay, but those 100 hats are not sold. So the next month, the tailor won't have any work. But you will have to give him the salary.
Not like that. I
Then?
mean, because this series is really popular and everyone likes this series, so everyone wants to buy the series things, hat and cloth. So it's really popular, so everyone will buy it.
Okay, so you're confident enough that everyone is going to buy.
Yeah.
Right? I love that. I love that confidence. I love that confidence. Very good, very good. But what you should do is, I'll tell you one thing. You should not give him a salary. You should tell him.
Until unless he doesn't make it for me.
No, that is true. Until and unless he doesn't make it, you shouldn't give him. That is true. But what you should do is, you shouldn't give him a fixed salary. What you should do is, you should tell him, okay, if you make one hat, I will give you, say, 50 rupees. Okay. So if he makes 10 hats, so you give him 500 rupees for that month. Okay. And for the next month, say, suppose those 10 hats are still there with you. So you tell him, wait, don't make many more hats. Okay. Once these hats are going on Amazon, are being sold on Amazon, and there are only 2 or 3 left, at that time you tell him, please make 10 more hats for me or 100 more hats for me.
Yeah.
So in that way, what will happen is, you will only spend money. You will only spend money where there is sale happening.
Yes.
So you will save a lot of money. Otherwise, if you give him a fixed salary, whether the hats are being sold or no, you will have to pay him the money. So that you have to take care of.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can sell in countries which are really popular, the hats.
Yes,
So-
yes. You can do that. You can, through Amazon, you can do that. Through Amazon, you can sell it throughout the world.
Yeah, and Safia, can you help us pitch these hats now? It's an excellent idea. Let's see if you can have some, buyers right here.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can convince the M&M brothers and Abdullah to buy the hats.
Yeah.
You see, Ahmed hasn't watched.
That you can get it anywhere. If you watch in Netflix, you'll get it. In the Ottoman Empire, you know.
What is unique about a hat? Come on, Safia, tell me. What is unique about a hat?
That they have like thick hat, and you know, especially the elders, everyone wears, and it's a hat of like justice.
Okay.
You know, like these people, the Turkish people especially wear these kind of hats, and it was there in the time of Ottoman Empire.
Okay.
The Ottoman Empire, they ruled for 500 years. Like they're the strongest empire, you know. And
Okay, Safia, I'll order one. Farhana, are you ordering one?
I'll show you the photo.
Yes, please show me the photo.
Who else is buying our hats?
I'm taking it as well, you know.
Safia,
I'm gonna buy one.
what's the lowest you can sell it for? 500 is too much for us. Pandemic and all problems, Safia.
No, she'll give me for free.
No free business.
No free lunches,
1
Farhana.
rupee at least.
No free.
Okay, we'll ask. Yeah, go
100,
ahead.
100 rupees.
100 rupees, okay.
Okay, now let's reverse the role, okay? Bhairav sir, you heard a lot of us, so let's learn something from sir.
Yeah.
So what are the good businesses in the pandemic these young people can really do something about it? And one more question I have is your biggest challenge as an entrepreneur.
See, the biggest challenge, I'll start with the biggest challenge as an entrepreneur. Okay. It is finding the right talent. Very first thing is that. And not just finding it is retaining them. That is the biggest challenge, finding the right talent and then retaining them with you, because if you don't have a strong team, your business is not going to go anywhere. You need a very strong team who believes in your idea. The very first thing is that you should have a team which believes in your idea. See, what happens is, usually advertising is such a people come and go. So they will be there for a year or 2 years and they will leave. Okay, but I have people working for my first employee is still working with me. Okay, it's been 10 years now. My first employee is still working with me.
Wow,
Okay.
you mean your wife?
Not my wife.
Oh, we are the other way around, right? That's you, the employee now.
I'm the
You don't
employee.
want her to hear this, you know.
So the first employee is still working with me. It's the very first thing that you need to do is you need to keep them happy. Okay, anyway, they have to work. Okay, you need to make them work, but you need to make them happy. You need to understand their problems also. Running a business is not like कि पैसा आना ही चाहिए, पैसा जाता भी है. The money goes also. At times, you don't have to worry about it. If there is a loss, or if you feel, for example, somebody is sick in his house and he's not been able to come for 5 days, so you don't shout at him. You be with him. You constantly call him up. How is everything? Do you need anything from my side? Do you need any help? Do you need any? If somebody's not, do you need to see a good doctor for that person? So if you build that kind of a relationship with your staff, okay, with your employee, they will never leave you. There are two things. One is the money factor, that is for sure. Another is the comfort. How comfortable is that person working with you, and how comfortable are you working with him? That is the main thing. Like the Tata Group. Tata Group has never sacked a person. They've never sacked a person. Anybody working for Tata Group doesn't want to leave that company. That's the kind of an organization that you make. You make an organization for the people, with people, and for the people. If people are going to put in hard efforts, they should get a part of it. So you give them annual bonuses. That way, all you can do that. This is just one or two things that you should do if you are going to start up, if you are going to be an entrepreneur.
Excellent, sir. I think these are lessons for all of us, and especially these young budding entrepreneurs, that they are learning about it. Fantastic. I think who's going next?
Who's going to go next?
I like Back to Nature, Flumi. Yeah, Abdullah. Okay.
Yes, Abdullah.
Shabana, I'll rejoin in a while. I'll just see the scary horror show of Curie and then
please carry on, Dawood. Thank you. And
I'm enjoying. I'll come back.
Yes.
Definitely. Okay, so we have Abdullah Saqib from UAE, Bhaira, who will be sharing his idea.
Hi.
Hi, Abdullah.
Well, I'll be talking in dirhams in AED, okay? Because
that's
I'm
fine.
not used to rupees.
That's fine. I have a client in Dubai. Don't worry.
Okay, so first of all, I changed the 25,000 rupees to AED, which is around 1,250 dirhams.
Okay.
One of my friends, because today, people are selling chickens and eggs with chemicals. They are putting chemicals so that the chicken may grow faster, and people are getting sick because of that.
Okay.
So what I plan to do is I'll be starting a business in which one of my friend has got a farm, and in it he does not use any chemicals or anything. He's also selling eggs and chickens. So I'll buy from him. I'll take around, for example, if one tray costs about 45 AED, I'll take it in 30. I'll take 30 trays, for example.
Okay.
And then I can just sell it off, I can sell it in 45 or something like that.
Okay. Good, Abdullah. You are in Dubai currently right now?
Yeah, I'm in Sharjah.
You are in Sharjah. That's the reason you're talking about trade, and you're not talking about doing the farming yourself or making those chickens. You're depending on someone, right?
Yeah.
To grow those chickens.
Yeah.
That's the base. That's the base of Dubai. Dubai is known for its trading. That's good. That's very good. So, but why only one person? Why only one friend of yours? What if your friend's business, he doesn't give you good quality chicken? Then your company's name will be spoiled. What will happen then? Isn't it?
Yes.
You are solely dependent on one person. Whatever he gives, you'll have to sell that. And if that product is not good, then whose company is at loss? You are at loss. Your company is at loss.
I don't think he'll do that.
No, but see, it's what do you call it? It's a natural thing. Something might go wrong.
For
so
that,
do you have a backup plan for this?
No, I didn't even think about it.
So you should have a backup plan for each and every business. You should have a backup plan. In this case, you're going to procure it from one person. Okay, you should identify at least 3 persons from whom you can buy these products. At least 3 persons from whom you can buy these products. Now, what will happen? What will happen in this case? If you have 3 vendors, we'll call them vendors, right? We'll call them vendors. Okay, and you're the buyer. You're the company, so you're the buyer. If you have 3 vendors, okay, and one vendor is giving you for say 35, okay, you can tell the other vendor, because that person is giving you for 35. I want the same quality. Are you willing to give it to me in less money? The 34. So in a way, if that person agrees, that second person agrees, okay, I will give it to you in 34 because he wants your business. He will agree. He wants your business. You should tell them, so if he gives you in 34, so you earned 1 more dirham. So in this way, what will happen is you will have a you will keep your cost under control. Your purchase cost under control in this case. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is very much important. Very much important. For you to make profit, you have to keep your purchase cost under control. Now say suppose once you buy it from him, and during transport and everything, 1 or 2 eggs break.
So that is
your loss. That is your loss, right?
Yes.
So you have to take all these things also into consideration. Wow, this is a nice logo. This is a nice one. You should think about all this, Ahmed.
Okay. So now we know when we go to Dubai where to get our chickens and eggs, right?
Yes.
Okay. We just have 15 minutes, Bhairav. So come on, boys. Can we just hurry up, right? Mozam, Mudabbir, Saklain, who would be going? Humaira, Munib? Yeah. Perfect logo. Okay. Right. Munib wants to go next. So Munib, could you just start? Please introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi, my name is Munib, and I'm going to start a business, a company on Galaxy of football equipments. Like I will be selling football equipments like I will be connecting with Amazon, Myntra, and etc. These companies. Then I will be selling the products from these, like trading these companies, and then I will sell it from them. So, and first I will need a shop, a place where I can build my like shop, and I will need my team to handle one shop. So in one area I will have one shop. So in a country, like in a state, I will have many shops here and there. So my business will go, if one shop is not going well, the other one will go well. So,
very nice idea, but tell me one thing, you are planning to sell it on Amazon, right?
yes.
You are planning to sell it on Amazon. So Amazon has your shop for everyone in India. So why to invest so much of money in opening so many shops across India? Tell me that. What is the idea behind opening so many shops?
Like
See, tell me.
One shop goes like, if one shop is not going well, then the other shop will go well.
Yeah, that is true. That is very nice. That's a very good idea that you have for your business. So if one shop is not doing well, another shop will do very well. That is true. But what you should do is you should go slow and steady. You should start with one shop. You shouldn't start all the shops at the same time.
Yeah, like I will start first one shop. Then if it goes good, then I will start another. Then like this, I will be going.
Very good idea. Very nice. So
Munib is our Messi. He loves football. So basically that's his passion, and that's what I think he wants to go into, definitely, right?
Very good. What you should do is, I'll tell you one thing what you should do. You should do one thing.
Shabana ma'am, you like Mohammad Salah, not Messi.
Okay, Mohammad Salah. Sorry, not Messi. Thank you, Sophia, for correcting me.
Okay.
Yes, Bhairav, please go on.
Yeah. So what you should do is you should keep a television, a big television in your shop. Okay. And you should play this football videos in there. So any customer who comes to your shop, okay, he knows that you are a big fan of football. And I'm buying stuff from a football fan. So he'll be more inquisitive to know about things and about your products. You should do that.
Actually, I'm looking forward to be a player.
Yes, that's good. Very nice. Very nice. All the best to you. Yeah.
And from what I get the money, I will give like 40-50% to the charity also.
See, the charity is increasing now.
I know, fantastic. I'm already having philanthropist Bill Gates out here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you so much, Munir. Okay, now moving on to, should we go to Sakleen or Humaira, Mozam Mutabin? Come on, guys, we just have 10 minutes more. So please hurry up.
Who's next?
Mozam, go on. Okay, Mutabir is going on. Go on, Mutabir.
Hi, my name is Mudabbir.
Yes.
I thought of this idea, like taking the current scenario, I thought of this idea about a blog website.
Okay.
So, like, the advantages of this is like you don't need any space or employees. It's only you. And I thought about writing the blogs about the latest gadgets or the new launches. And I will earn by showing ads on them, ads on my website. So the more people click on the ads, then I'll make more profit.
Okay. Very nice. But you're planning to do it on gadgets, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have a suggestion for you. Okay. When you do these blogs, you should give your tech reviews and you should approach the company. So the companies will approach to you. Once you have a good database, the companies will approach to you to do a tech review on my product. For example, there's a new mobile that has come in the market. Okay. So you should do a tech review on that. Okay, how good is this mobile? Is it good? Is it bad? Initially, you should compare. Okay, if you have say 10,000 rupees and you want to buy a mobile, you should buy this. You shouldn't buy this. Okay, and your reviews and your all your blogs shouldn't be biased. It should be the actual story. See, you shouldn't say okay, this person is paying me, that's why I'm going to say good about it. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Your this should be very your review should be very open. It should be very clear about. You should be very clear about whatever is good, whatever is bad. That. Okay.
So basically, you should be very just and honest in your reviews.
Yes.
No favoritism.
No
right?
favoritism. No favoritism.
Okay,
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, right, I'm sure most of, if you start that, most of us over here would be on your blogging site, Mudabbir. Okay. So, could we go on to Mozam, his brother? Yeah, Mozam?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, sir. My name is Mozam.
Yes,
and I had a business idea of making games myself.
Wow.
Actually, I love playing action games, especially in my tablets. So I had an idea of making games and selling them to big gaming companies like Gameloft, etc.
Okay.
And in games also specifically, I would like to make action games and sell those.
Okay.
And some racing games also. As you know, many of the famous games such as Asphalt 8, many people would be knowing about that game. It is owned by Gameloft.
Okay.
So I would like to make such kind of games and sell it to those companies. And for the advertisement, I would like to show the ads on my brother's website.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good.
This is called family business.
Yes, this is called family business. Yes. This is called family. That's a very nice thing. Very nice. Very good idea. Very nice idea. Again, I would say whenever you make, whenever you do this, you should your games. You should give it for trying it out to your friends first. You should give you these games to try it out to your friends. So what happens is if there are any glitches, they'll tell you, okay, this is not working fine, this is not working fine. So your testing phase will be taken care of. So whenever you go and sell your product to a company, it should be a final full product without any glitches. That way. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all are getting free games to play. By the way, he would like to be a software engineer, Bhairav.
Yes, very good.
So that's the reason, and I think he wants to develop games. That's the reason, right?
Very nice.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Would you like to add anything more, Bhairav, or should we go ahead?
Yes, we go ahead.
Yeah, right. Can we go Humaira or Flumi? Who wants to go next? I guess Humaira. Okay, Flumi, Sakleen. Go on, Sakleen.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
I'm going to start a business in which I'll be manufacturing a product, and my product name will be Flumi. So for starting a business, I'll be needing the registration from the government.
Sakleen, we can't hear you clearly.
Actually, yes, your voice isn't clear, Sakleen.
Is it clear?
Go on, try it again. Go on, please.
Yeah. So for starting a business, I'll be needing the registration from the government.
Could you be a bit louder, Sakleen? Because we just can't hear what you're planning. Flumi, what's your company all about?
For starting the business, I'll be needing the registration from the government. Then second, I'll be needing the place where I'll start my business. And third, I'll start with my website. As I complete these three things, I'll start my business. So first, let me tell you that in India, the population is 135 crores. So I'll sell my goods to 25 crore families. So at least in 1 year, I'll earn 25 crores. So in that, I'll give 60% to charity.
Okay, Sakleen, what is the business? Sorry, I couldn't get you. What is the business?
My business is my business is about the Flumi. What it does is it's like a reminder. Like in this pandemic, you are having so many works now, so you can set a reminder in my product.
Okay, very much needed. Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically a tech product, right?
Yes.
It's kind of app kind of a thing.
Yes.
You'll be making an app. Right, very nice, very nice. You should add, you should not just do it with reminder, you should add just for one reminder. Nobody will take your app, right? You should add something to it. You should give them 3-4 products. 3-4, say for once one a reminder, anything, some say health tips. You should do all that. You should have sections for it. Any app you go today, okay, you just don't just see one product of that. You see three to four things about it, right? So you should give 3 to 4 products in it. Some section, you should have 3 to 4 sections. More than that, you should have 3 to 4 sections in that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, very much needed, Sakleen, especially me, who keeps on forgetting things. Okay, finally, Humaira, yes, home tutoring, come on.
Hi, I'm Humaira and I'm planning to start a home tutoring business for pre-primary students.
Okay.
And my budget 25,000. So first, I need to choose a location to teach the students. So I think living room is the best option. Then I need to buy materials. So I need desk, chairs and books. Some coloring books for kids and play toys, child craft.
Okay.
And marketing my business, I will make cards and distribute among my neighbors, friends, families.
Very nice.
And also create blog on website to make my business explore.
Okay.
And
But during this pandemic, how are you going to call students to your house? Tell me.
After pandemic.
After pandemic. So this is after say 2 years, right? Huh?
Where are you scaring everybody? 2 years pandemic.
No, but I say after the year. After the year, right? Huh? Yeah, but see, but I'll tell you one thing. Why do you want to take it in your house? Why did you take it for a small place? Because in house there will be disturbance, na? Somebody will come, somebody will pass from there, your brother will come, your sister will come. Isn't it? Right? So you should have a small place, a separate place. Or what you can do is you can convert one room of your house into a classroom kind of. Don't do it in the living room. Don't do it in the living room. Do it in one separate room in your house. Okay, where you can do this. Paint it with bright colors. Paint it with bright colors. Okay, that you can do. And so that you can, once the student comes in, he feels very nice. He feels very nice and very good about it. Yes. Anything else?
Yes, Safia, you want
Safia
to say
wanted
something?
something.
Actually, she should start by my sister and her own sisters. Or she can do an online class.
Very good.
Okay, so we already have
Yeah.
students for you, Humaira. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I just want that if everybody could come online, I would like to take a screenshot of everybody's, please. Daily Food, Purple Spinach. Yes, Bhairav, please come online. Video. Ahmad, I would like to see your video, please. Bhairav, anything last you would like to share with my class, with my students before we end for the day?
See, only one thing that I need to tell you, whatever business you'll think about it, whatever business you'll think about, okay, I want to do this business and I want to get into it, just do a proper study of it and be passionate about it. Once you've decided you're going to go into this business, you have to be passionate about it. You can't say, "Kya 2 mahine ho gaya, nahi chal raha hai, to abhi main band kar dunga." Okay, it can't be that way. You have to be passionate about it and you have to keep on trying. You have to keep on trying. Before starting the business, get all the information about it. Get all the, see, in today's world, everything is available on the internet. Everything, each and everything is available on the internet. When I started the business 10 years back, there was very limited information available. But today, even your clients are available on the internet. Whatever the client requirements are there, those are there on the internet. Make a LinkedIn profile of yourself. Okay. Get a proper study. Get a proper study of your business model. Get a proper study of your business model and keep on trying. I would just say, keep on trying. Just keep on trying. You will succeed. There will be failures. There will be failures. There will be failures. There will be times when nobody will want to buy a product. Okay. So you have to sit back and say, what is wrong with my product? Do I need to tweak it? Do I need to change it a little bit? Or do I need to bring down the price? Or do I need to market it in a different way? That you should do. But keep on trying. Keep on trying. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. Now, as you may know, during this pandemic time, many businesses have gone into losses, but nobody is giving up. Everybody is trying, right? Everybody is trying to stay afloat. They know there is a better tomorrow. There is a better tomorrow. After this, everything ends. Everything is going to become normal. And it's just a matter of time, so 6-8 months now. Not more than that. Everything is going to come back to normal. So you have to keep trying and failures will be there. I will tell you, every business has to go through failures. It is good. It is good. If you go through a little bit failure, it is very good. You will learn something about it. If there is a failure, you will learn something how to manage this business in this very small amount of money. That is one thing. That is one thing. And keeping track of all your expenses and keeping in control, keeping the expenses in control is the basic funda of any of the business. You must be making, say for example, if your product is of 100 rupees, you're buying it at 100 rupees and you're selling it at 200 rupees. So on papers, you are making 100 rupees per product. But your expenses are more. For example, if you're spending 50 50 rupees to run that business, so your profit is automatically gone down. So you need to keep your expenses down. And give a good quality product. Whatever you do, until and unless you're satisfied, you keep yourself in. For example, if you want to buy a football product, will you be satisfied if you get a very low quality product? No, no. So you should always give a very good product, a quality product at a reasonable rate, and your business is going to grow. People will come to you, and this applies to businesses across. वो जैसे बोलते हैं ना कि चाइना का माल तो 2 दिन में खराब हो जाता है, वैसा मत करो. Don't do that. Make a product which lasts long and which is value for money. If your product is value for money, it has to sell. Maybe today or tomorrow, but it has to sell. It will take some time, but it will sell. And don't lose hope. Yes, Safiya.
Follow your passion, right?
But
Yes,
if something is better than nothing. If you have something, you should use it. Like if they are giving you something and there's nothing better than nothing else. No, if you are selling a football and someone is selling a football and you buy it, okay? So, and if they don't have a better quality, so you should buy the football. Otherwise you won't get anything.
Safiya, that is your take. But people will always feel that whatever money that I have spent, I should get a good product, right? Everyone agrees to this?
Yes.
Does everyone agree to that? If you're going to buy something for 100 rupees, you should get a good product which will last.
That's a softie, Safiya, who would like to please everybody and make everybody happy. You know?
It's like an exam. Even if you don't want to go, you have to go.
Anyways, thank you so much, Hera.
So thank you.
Anything y'all want to add on to the team, the Mandelas, y'all want to say about thank you and right? I think we started.
I will leave my email ID with you all. Okay, if at all anybody has any questions or anything, you all can send it to me, or you can send it to Shabana. Can I give my email ID?
Yes, please go ahead. Keep it in the chat box, please.
I'm just typing my email ID. So if at all you all have any questions, you all need any guidance, you can contact me.
Daud bhai, you would like to end, please?
No, I'm just in time. So I had a scare of my life with the Curies. So switching between two sessions. But thank you so much. I think we had a lovely time with these people. I think Bhairav sir, thank you so much.
Thank you, Daud bhai.
These are small ideas I see. मुझे याद है कि school में I had long time. I'm talking about 20 years back, where we had one session. Somebody came and says that कुछ भी करो life में. मतलब he was like talking about don't give up.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happens, but there are times when you start remembering those words.
Yes.
So, this session may look like they understood something, half of them did not understand anything, but at the end of the day, it will come back. Oh, thank you so much, Amina. This is wonderful of you.
Wonderful, yeah.
Right. So we already have entrepreneurs out there, but remember the deal, 20% to us.
Yes.
Yes, Ahmad was sharing a screen saying thank you, right, Ahmad?
That was Amina.
Okay, Amina, please, I'm so sorry. Go on.
I think, Amina, why don't you do the honors of vote of thanks to our guest today? Go ahead, Amina. Safiya, hold on. It's Amina.
I'll just do it.
Safiya is sharing the screen. I think she's not aware of it. Yeah, thank you.
Right. Amina, could you just go and share the screen, please? And conclude.
That's okay. You can speak up, Amina, first. Okay, can we take a big home to bring this event back?
Thank you, sir, for improvising all of our ideas. Because with this, we understand where we are making mistakes, and also we can one time actually start a business and properly.
Again, I will repeat one thing. I'm very impressed at this age. You all are having business ideas. At this age, when I was of your age, I was just interested in playing, nothing else. But this is a very good thing that you all are having such plans. Very nice, very nice. Really impressed with. Thank you. Very, very nice slide.
Thank you so much. Can I home tutoring? Can you open up so we can take a Zoom selfie, everybody? Can I have everyone? Yo. Home tutoring. Come on, Munif, smile.
Home tutoring. Come on. I need your video. Turkish Pride. I want everybody's video.
There you are.
Omera, your video.
Yeah, Omera. All right. Is this good, yo? All
yeah,
right.
that's good. I'm giving 2 years, right?
There you are. We got it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vera. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks.
We are meeting after, say, about 10 minutes, Daud bhai.
So this is the last class before your entire break starts from tomorrow. So we can meet at 12:30, 20 minutes. Take your time. Only half an hour will speak to you. Is that okay, everybody?
Fantastic. We all are meeting at 12:30, everybody. Yes. Thank you so much. And y'all have been so, I'm so impressed. I'm so proud of you all. The way you were articulated, the way you carried, and you were expressing yourself so well to somebody, an outsider, and
absolutely,
I did it at the last minute. It was like testing how resilient and grit and the determination in them, and that's the reason I posted last minute that the assessment is going to be taken by a guest lecturer, and fantastic.
Really, your class rocks, Shabana ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. They rock, Thank you. Bye.